Hello, welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru Coach FRENCHY directly for the beautiful sunshine day in Florida. It's April 2022, 9 days before the end of the season. The coach is on fire, just did his couple of cardio exercise right now this morning, ready to rock and roll. We're going to talk about the 10 game in NHL, a couple of upset, if you want to call it that way. We'll talk about a couple of injuries around the league. Also, at the end of the day, at the end of the show, in 60 minutes, 3 questions under, over, and exact, and 3 questions I never ask you since I do the Frenchy quiz. Really, really unique. Some of you is going to laughing because they are really unique. I never did it. I'll be honest with you. I did some maths this morning. I'm not good with number. I have to take my calculator. I have to figure out, oh my God, I have to do this, I do that. And I did it, everything on that. But before we start, we want to remind you, if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Maybe here. Don't forget to watch my video post game in Montreal Canadiens against the Minnesota Wild yesterday. Coach was very disappointed. Again, cry again last night. The Montreal last player scored 2-0. But again, that's what, 6 straight for the Montreal Canadiens. But the good news, we are at the bottom of the standing and we're fighting against Arizona to get Shane right. So at the end of the day, every time we're losing, we are gaining or we are winning something at the end. So we'll be interesting to see happening. Welcome, everybody. Thanks to be a part of the show. Honestly, you are the one making it fun. As this one said, first of all, thank you to be with us today. First of all, Mr. Alan Barnes, welcome back directly from where? Somewhere in the Facebook page this morning. The #1 fans of the New Jersey Devils, as rating is big over there, is back with us this morning. The retired man, I'm talking about Mr. Joseph LANHAM. From Utah. Wow. I was thinking about you last night from Utah, but first of all, because he is the #1 fans of the Los Angeles, the LA Kings. #1 fan inside the Hockey Nation Live Show. We welcome back Mr. Ron Whitking, number 20, back in the house this morning. Welcome back in the house this morning. #1 fans of the Ottawa Senator win W last night. Surprise and OT. Mr. Corey Hill in the house. And by the way, talking about the punching, the Ottawa Senator punching the Vancouver Canucks last night. Oh, a big jab in the face of the Vancouver Canucks. They still 1 point, and that's hurt the Vancouver Canucks. They are only 6% to make the playoff at that moment. So it is what it is. Adam Gaudette is score and shootout again his ex-team. And they shut down a lights off everything in Vancouver last night. But it is what it is. Directly from Alberta, Mr. Andy Kuivula. Andy Kuivula win the last 2 contests at the morning skate show, lunch break show. Mr. Andy won Monday and Tuesday. Is on the straight right now with maybe a 3-game winning straight Frenchy quiz. We're going to see about that, where everything is looking good for Mr. Andy. The Edmonton Oilers are right now battle with the Los Angeles Kings for the 2nd position on the Pacific Division. But we expect the team win that they will finish 2nd. I believe the Edmonton have a little bit of edge over the Kings. Directly from Kingston, Ontario, the #1 fans of the Hockey Nation Show. We want to welcome back in the house today the one and the unique one. I'm talking about the best coach you travel in Ontario, Mr. Peter Winstock. in the house. And I want to apologize, Mr. Alan Barnes. I need to remember that one, Mr. Alan. It's directly from Winnipeg. Welcome back, Mr. Alan Barnes is in the house. Corey, why are you punching your head in the picture? You hate yourself for some reason. Yeah, Corey, when the Montreal Canadiens lost, Corey, I hit my head myself. I hit my head on the wall, on the bed, everywhere. I became like a punching bag myself when the Montreal lost, Corey. So he's hurt. See? Right there. But he's going to be fine. We have 5 more games to punching myself. Then after that, I'm done to punching myself. But it's all right. Hey, the scout is in the house. The scout is in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Alexis Dubuc. Welcome back. Absolutely right about this, Mr. King. About this. First of all, Mr. King of Gamer, welcome back in the house. Yes, King. Unfortunately, I think that's last night was the end of the end for the Canucks. They have to realize right now it's almost impossible to come back in the playoff. Unfortunately, them, and I will announce to you today, Vegas is out, by the way. I don't see Vegas coming back. Dallas Nashville is going to be a huge W. Nashville again, the Calgary last night, honestly. But we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We have to welcome everybody from upstate New York. Our best friend, Jose Duarte, in the house. And we have to go. We need to take the plane. Mayday, 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 be careful, mayday, mayday. Directly from Finland. Welcome back, Mr. Yamo Vartanen, back in the house this morning. Boy. Hi. Yes, yeah, indeed, you have to take some lottery right now because that's what happened. Out in Finland, a finally son, Yamo. After 7 months, well done. Glad you get some sun in front of you. And from Toronto, Ontario, the insider of the warm-up show, Monday to Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. We call the best friend and the supporter and the member and the moderator. And everything with a finish with OR. I'm talking about Mr. ENORTAP in the house. Hey, did you get the email left from Peter? We wait for you to play baseball with me. And I had no clue about baseball, but I want to participate with Peter. Peter is a good fantasy hockey or baseball player. So let's play all together. Vegas and Vancouver are now tied with 10 points left on the table. Starting now, they have to need to go for a near chance, but also need some help. They need some help. I think the key of your Sundance King is they need some help. And that will be a little bit difficult about that one over there. Hi, Jarakari. Here we go. Renaud, welcome aboard. And Coach, why did Anderson have 3 minutes on the power play and Hoffman only 1 minute giving Mike is paid richly for his power play? Hoffman 70 came with point goal, Anderson 6-3 came this season. The problem about that is Renaud is Mike Hoffman is not going to be back. Not back. He does not produce on the power play this season. That's why he get paid. And I think they go with effort at that moment for the rest of the season. And they want to evaluate Josh Anderson, what he looked like. They know like Mike Hoffman. I'm right now 75%. I don't see Mike Hoffman returning with Montreal Canadiens. Joel Armia also. Awesome. And on top, you join the party. Glad to see that. Punch the pillow and stand before you come. Enjoy yourself. Correct. I will do this. Thanks for the request about that one there. I guess Alec enjoy my fantasy players. Alec is hurt right now. Yes, it's one of them about that one over there. If you want Alec let's talk about who was hurt yesterday. Paul Biron leave the game after he played 4 minutes and 1 second yesterday for the Montreal Canadiens. Is it the end of Paul Biron in hockey? Injury after injuries. I mean, I would not be surprised they sit with him and they give him a job with the Montreal Canadiens and he's just retired. I don't know what he's want to do. I don't know. This is just personal. I don't say he said that. I just feel like bad news for the Calgary Flame. They lost Noah Hanifin during the game yesterday. And interesting to see that. Jaroslav Halak left the game after the first period yesterday. It was during the first period with the Vancouver Canucks with a problem with the hand. With another subject, to follow up. Kevin Connington for the Flyers is hurt. Anaheim Euro Valkaninen is right now on the protocol illness. Sam Carrick for the Anaheim is out. We have Connor Hellebuck, maybe end of the season for him is day-to-day at that moment. Varlamov coming back with the New York Islanders now. We have also Kevin Laback for the San Jose and the goaltender Adin Hill out for the rest of the season at that moment. Vancouver Alex Chasson right now and the goaltender Alex Nedeljkovic is right now game decision at some point. Christian Fischer out for the rest of the season and also confirmed Jacob Chikron is out for the season. Jake Evans for the Montreal is right now illness. Joel Armia out for the rest of the season with personnel affair. And the Dallas, Isa Lindell have right now day-to-day at that moment. And it was great to see Jordan. Marcus Foligno for the Minnesota Wild is on the protocol COVID-19. It was great to see Jordan Harris, Jordan Stahl back on the ice this morning with the Carolina Hurricane. Let's move in here. Slavkovsky just scored 1 goal on Finland League final game. That's great to see him scoring 1 goal. Then who score again? Yes, Johnny Golden back in the house. 25th of the season. Mr. RJ, welcome back from New Jersey. #1 fans of the New York Rangers, the insider of the Hockey National Show with all the update around the league. RJ, welcome. We love you. And I think I had to Ratty play now on the British Good American and the American Hockey League. That's something we can look about this. Coach, what do you see that? At you. Why they don't give it to me? Ratty. Yep. Is right now with the Bridgeport. He's right now with the team. He did not play any game at that moment for the Bridgeport Islanders, Mr. Yamo. You're absolutely right. I cannot play baseball fantasy. I have no idea who to pick. Don't worry, Yamo. You champ player every day. So I don't want to be worried about that one. But we're going to helping you, my friend. Have 6 so far. Canada coach in Finland. Business Finland coach. Thanks, coach, for setting up your poll. Is awesome. You're welcome. John Gregor, welcome back in the house. I agree with you about this. I see barely the last period run with Kings. Great performance for the Kings, of course, and Anaheim tried the best to do the best they can do. How long is out? My defenseman is on the pool. Which one you talking about, Peter? You talk about Hanifin is a day-to-day at that moment. Biron, I never mentioned he would like to retire. I still think he's super fast player that can still play about him 6 minutes. He does not often get into trouble on his own zone. No. Defensively, he's good, king of gamer. It's just like at 33 years old, at $3.4 million, that's a lot of money to put on the salary cap. I would prefer to have RV Pinal. By the way, by the fact, RV Pinal back with the Montreal Canadiens. He got the call up this morning. Secondly, I prefer to have a young kid at $1 million. And I will be helping about that one over there. Are you kidding me? We have a super chat morning show. Sean B. $13.99. Here we go. River Shelby. Oh yeah. Wow. Sean B did it again. Mr. Sean B from Danny said a hype about that one over there. So I can find the hype. I will be helping a lot. Thank you so much, Mr. Sean B. Ladies and gentlemen, our best supporter of the Hockey Nation Show as a super chat again. Did it again, Mr. Sean B. Thank you so much. Appreciate a lot. Very kind of you. And he's back. He's back. He had no game this weekend, no match, but he's back with us. I'm talking about what? I'm talking about Mr. Danny Butterbean T in the house. The moderator of the Hockey Nation Live Show back in the house today. Welcome back, Butterbean. Thanks so much to be there. Johnny said, Raphael Harvey Pinard called for up on the Montreal Canadiens. Yep. Well done, Pinard. Have an amazing, great 5-6 weeks, and he carried on the team right now. Will be interesting. That's that's the one reason I was said you better to play Jesse Allolin and Harvey Pinard and the Montreal Canadiens and remove Perreault and also Pesada and also Biron. You want to testing those players for next season. Why not to do it at that moment? It's safe now, in my opinion. Yes, ENORTAP, the Los Angeles King can sleep on their pillow right now. Put your head on the pillow and said, playoff, playoff. Here we go. That's the way to do that. Mr. John Gregor back in the house. Alex Formenton, which player can he compare to? He's starting to get out of his, comfort zone. Honestly, he scored another 2 goals yesterday. A third line, Corey. I would say maybe a good row. I'm not sure he's still like Coleman. Coleman is a little bit more talented as a scorer. Like he has more skill, but I think a good row could be a good one. I think he's a little bit more physical, good row. But Formenton is a great asset for the Ottawa Senators as the third line or the bottom 6 over there. If I was the Ottawa Senator, I would like to converse Formenton a little bit like Likonen. A guy can score 15 goals, 18 goals per season, can play on the both ways, and also play great on the defensive. That will give him, however, a longer career in NHL, I believe. About that. Kenwell, first round. No, not allowed. I don't give them that. But why didn't you see getting knocked out first round, upset beside the leave? The Minnesota Wild. Peter. The Minnesota Wild. How are you doing? Doing great. I think too we may be able to see King date the third position in the Pacific if he gets lose tonight. It's guys, don't worry anymore. Vegas have what 12% chance to make the playoff at that moment. Grace again. I was at the Leaf game. Goshen Abstinence going into the playoff. Mr. Sean, first of all, thank you so much for your super chat. You don't know how much we appreciate you. And it's not about the money. It's about relationship. And the fact you helping the Hockey Nation Show, we're really thankful about what you do for us. But congratulations for your game last night. Yes, Toronto looking good. Toronto is different like it was before in the past. Now, how they can carry on their season to the playoff? It will be with 3 major key here. The Campbell, the bottom 6, and then, to be sure, Matthews Minor play at the level they play during the season. 3 things to have to be sure. I understand, of course, it's easy to say that. But without them, it's not going to work for Toronto. So we know they are talent over there. We know they have a skill. All right? I'm not worried about the defensive anymore. But what I would say to you, they need to be a little bit more physical. You have to be sure Jack Campbell play at the level he should play. And then The bottom six continue what they are doing. The Michael, the Egval, the Case, and those kind of players step up. The Kerfoot is another one over there. And then considers what they have with Tavares, not Tavares, but Matthews and Marner. Can Nashville, Calgary play on the first round? Nashville can be hard to play again, Calgary. Of course, they can play each other, honestly. If Nashville finish 7 and that we give Calgary, Colorado would play Dallas. I still believe Calgary would beat Nashville overall. The only way Nashville win a first-round series, the only way, all right, is if Saros play an amazing, great first round. The only player can put Calgary out or anybody play against Calgary and Nashville is the goaltender, Jesus Saros. That's it. That's pretty much it. My only problem with going happening is I think the physicality of Calgary is going increasing during the playoff. And I'm not sure Nashville can respond other than the fact they have Jano, the third line, Kunin over there. I think overall the physicality is not great, Yamo. But it would be interesting to see that for sure. Nashville has a lot of toughness. They can match Calgary. The only thing I would say, Yamo, they have only the third line. It's not Owenson, it's not DeShine, it's not Granlund, it's not Owen. I missed one over there. Jesus. Forsberg. They only have 3. It's not Nick Cousin at the bottom over there. It's just not there. And that's the problem. It's not Roman Ozzy. It's not Egholm over there. They only have the third line, Janot over there with Lucian Kunin. That's really where they can step up a little bit more. But overall, I still believe Nashville have a better, the depth is better, right? The defensemen of other effect, Nashville are a little bit better. And then I'll be a little bit advantage to Calgary, the system they play, I think. Now, Nashville can play with Calgary. But overall, I think Calgary would be out of that series if they play each other. The playoffs are like a box of chocolate. And yes, I agree with you about this. It's all about a small area. About that, Mr. Kilo in the house. Dallas Edmonton tonight is going to be a crazy game, and Dallas can pretty much eliminate both Vancouver and Vegas tonight, and Edmonton would be 1 point away from clinching if they win an important game. If someone can tell me who they are, the Dallas, but I would really appreciate it. I have no clue. The Dallas can play an amazing, great game, and they can lose the game they lost the last game against Vancouver. So I don't know what to do with them, honestly. Edmonton on the great stride. I believe right now Jay Woodruff prepared that team for the playoff. So I think it'll be hard. Dallas now, Mike Smith could, 2 shootout the last 2 games. Can he consist what he's doing? I'm not sure about that. But it would be interesting if they can reach that one. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be great. Stefan Manberg, welcome aboard from Sweden. Others always have trouble with Dallas. And they absolutely right about that one there. Kim Gamer smell like a OT win for either team, make both team happy and make Vegas start crying. That's a good comment about that one over there. RG said that the Fleur Panthers injured Rand Lomberg. Lomberg exclusion will not play against the Islanders on Tuesday, David. A local then Miami report. Yep, he did not play yesterday. The Lamborghini right now struggled with a minor injury, left shoulder at that moment. Bruins won a big game at John Gregor. Yes, they find a way to get a W yesterday, and OT was shootout. I agree with you, John, about that. When I said in shootout, I'm not sure about it. And OT, here we go. Again, the St. Louis Blues, where they stopped them with a 9th straight W. About that, could you Fermenton to Wangerski because he shot speed not allow Fermenton, Corey Hill. Nobody can be like Wayne Gretzky, first of all. Secondly, Fermenton is only a bottom 6, Corey, about that. Thank you so much, Sean B. A really kind of you. Appreciate that. Sunshine Sean is Sweden too. Yamo said to his compatriot or his friend, neighbor from the another country beside him, honestly, Sweden. Stratsik, welcome aboard. Thanks to Whitbell. I think the $1 to win event thought I'm an Edmonton fan. They're playing with fire. But I would like to see Vegas effectively eliminate. It's funny how not many people like Vegas, but it's not the wrong way. Yeah. Sometime in life or in sport, anything, sometimes you need to hit the wall to maybe clean up. I think the best thing for Vegas, that's maybe to clean up the house. Maybe to have that kind of elimination to restart that team to another direction. And I think that will help them because at the end of the day, as Vegas make the playoff, everybody, oh, they make the playoff, they will be a dangerous team. Now they have Hickle, Pacheco. No. Not what happened. They have something inside. They have some bad apple inside that team. They have something's going on with the locker and inside the locker room. They have a miscommunication or relation between the coaching staff, the management, and the players. That team have a bigger problem than what we think. With those kind of quality players they have, it's not perform at the level they should be. The prime star with the goaltender, whatever Thompson does a good job, it's not working with them. The defensemen, they are just starting to warm up. They struggle all year long. It's not going to change the playoff. Don't think so. Oh, they're going to make the playoff now and they go. No. Not going to happen. They barely went out with try to win at that moment. So it's just a question of time before Vegas will be out of that. Sorry, got to go back. Have a great show, and I will see you everyone tonight in our tap. Have a good night, Mr. A good day, Mr. In our tap. I feel like Nashville play Calgary in the playoff. Nashville would be relying on Jose Forsberg to score a lot. Yes and no, and run with Kings. It starts with Matt Shine. By the way, I can go back here, and I would delete my in the house because nobody is already in the house. And we go from right here about that one over there. And then I will start to cry myself. And this is really scaring me. This was shocking me. Do you know Matt Shine scored his 40 goal of the season yesterday? Matt Shine was a really great pick by the Colorado Avalanche. Got traded to Ottawa to Nashville. It's not Matt Shine I want to talk about this. He became the first player in the history of the Nashville Predator to score 40 goals. I cannot believe it. I thought, like, are you serious? It is. 40 goals, he became the first one in the Nashville Predator to have a player score 40 goals in this organization. Wow, shocking, to be honest with you. You have a couple of great players been with that organization, honestly, and you know some of them have an amazing, great career over there. Mike Fisher and other players for sure. Calgary versus Colorado could be some great playoff hockey. Also, Edmonton versus Calgary, really, any series with Calgary should be fun to watch. Statistic, yes, and I will say to you, any series come from the Alberta, like Calgary, Edmonton, how much it would be so much crazy about the rivalities between that two teams, honestly. What about Boston, Toronto? What about Rangers, Pittsburgh, Rangers, Washington? What about that? We know what happened last season. It's going to have some fireworks between Rangers and the New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals. Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues, not going to be easy also. A lot of great rivalities going happening, of course, about this. It's only 12 days to start the playoff in NHL. RG, yeah. We wait right now 1 day at a time. I would love to see all this Flame playoff series. Andy, I agree with you about that. I think Nashville have enough toughness. Borowicki, Trenin, Jano, and ever feel like is aggressive players. Calgary, Zatarov, Krubrenson, Lucic, but if they play, as said, Yeah, about that one over there. I would say to you, you have to Calgary. You add also Coleman over there. That's another one. He can play hard, and for them for sure. I think Danev at the defenseman for Calgary is another one you have to add for them, Yamo. What do you see Stone moving from Vegas? No, I don't see a Stone moving. I would say Pacioretty and Riley Smith to move from Vegas. Possible Dadonov. 3 players, 2 of them were not going to return over there. They have to clean up. I think Leonard is done also over there. That's 3. They have to clean up some money. They don't have to. They have no money over there. Corey Hill, even though Vancouver lost to Ottawa Senators, do they still have a chance to play off still? Yeah, 6% at that moment, Corey. Almost impossible. They have to win the last 5-6 games they have to play. Honestly, I think it's 5 to go. And then they have to be sure other team lost almost 4 of the last 5-6 games. So mathematically, it is, but I don't think it will happen. Renaud, will Frank Martel for Louis Balbado have a good shot and so on right end center lead the Rocket score? Ever get to play one? No. Renaud. Unfortunately, no. Older players, 27, 28, they're going to stay in the American Hockey League. They are treated well with the money they make in the American Hockey League. I don't see any chance to play with the Montreal Canadiens and the future or whatsoever close. Will Dennis Smith play for the Abs again? No. Renaud, that's another one, never play for the Montreal Canadiens. I think we just pick up Michael. It was a mistake of them. It's too early run. I think Eichel is a machine with 1 point per game. Now it's the reputation what he created in the past, right? So we see, as the fan, we always stay in the back and the past. And that's just normal. Like Toronto, everybody put Toronto out right now. Everybody says, oh, they're going to go down again. But at some point, you have to get out of this and say, okay, wait a minute. Jack Eichel is a great hockey player. He produced almost 1 point in the NHL since he's in the NHL. But again, the reputation he created over there in Buffalo, follow him in Vegas. 7 straight year with no playoff, everything like that. I think he came back for 18 months without no hockey. That's a factor. He came with a major injury. That's the number 1. 2. Number 3, he need to be back on his shape. That's 3. Number 4, he need to find his chemistry with his teammate. And finally, he moved a new city at the middle of the season. That's not easy. All put together, that's make right now to way easy right now. You're going to see a Jack Eichel next season. Be honest with you, I would not be surprised. I would tell you right away here, he's going to be the top 20 best scorer in NHL. Not in goal, in point, and maybe top 10. That's what Jack Eichel is. Now, how he fit in Vegas with his teammate, I'm not sure. But it's going to happen over there in Vegas. He's going to have some cleanup over there, management, hockey player, staff, whatever they are. Danick Bartel, c'est un gars de chez nous avec beaucoup de minutes de pénalité. Renaud. Ah, c'est bien. Just a question. Who has a more majestic bear and the Panther, Giroux or Kudos? I was honest with you, Sean, it would be Joe Thornton. Honestly, I think Kudos is more dark. If you compare only both of them, I will go with Kudos. Kudos more like a, Harley Davidson guy. Or hopefully I don't hurt anybody here. Maybe someone of you is an Harley Davidson guy. or maybe a member of the Eric Lapointe organization. That's another subject. Maybe one day we can talk about this. I keep forgetting Shine play with Nashville. It would be a big factor for Nashville in the playoff. Yeah, you have to give him credit for that one over there. Seattle could have taken Shine an expansion draft. Crazy inside, it was unpredicted. It was just about clean up the salary cap, strategic. About that, they put Owenson. And it's funny, guys. I'm working right now on the redraft, the Seattle Kraken of the last season expansion draft. I took the 32 team and I said, okay, if they get, I don't know, they get Fleury from Cal Fleury in Montreal, why not take Carey Price? Of course, it's easier to say that, but I make another team, and that's get Carey Price, Tarasenko, DeShine. We have a defenseman I'm missing right now. So yeah, the team I built together with $81 million, $435,000. I'm about $55,000 from the salary cap. My team was pretty solid. But again, it's easy talking about that. The prime run Francis, what he did, like I said earlier, a couple of days ago, he should pick those kind of players and then trade them at the trade deadline to get something back more what he got. That would be my suggestion. If I was doing an expansion draft, I would do that. He should have done it on the Ottawa Senators. Come on, man. I don't know what you talk about. Corey, I apologize. Tistel, Stat, and Laval are good, but not great. Should trade him to summer until he has a receive value. The problem with Renault, he come back from an injury, a major injury at the knee. He would have to wait a little bit longer. I don't think so. He's going to have a big value to get something major in return. A player like him, he's going to get another American Hockey League players in return. So I don't see the purpose behind that, Renault. I will wait one more year. Thank you, Arju, for the schedule of the night. And Nashville will only go how far the goalie will take them. Peter, I agree with you. Adam Berger, welcome back in the house. I don't know, but until Peter Dober is there and Adam right now, until the end of the season, I don't see they will bring back Leonard between the pipe. I think Leonard with Peter Dober, the last game, it's over. The honeymoon, whatever they call it, it's over. Dober was not very happy about Leonard the last game about that. Do you think Rangers can make it to the conference final? Yes. They can. I not say they will, but they can, of course. They have every facet of the game on every level. If Lafreniere step up a little bit more, they have the great defensemen over there. They are physical, and also they have the goaltender. And the goaltender, that's what it makes fun. You know this. It's not like I'm not an expert here. You know better than me about that. Well, Ottawa Senators done it 2015. Vancouver could do it. I have convinced them. I don't say they cannot do it, Corey. Mathematically, they're almost impossible. The schedule of the Kings, not the schedule for the Kings. Yes, the schedule of the Kings, Corey, is really easy. And then every point Dallas get. So to get a chance to Ottawa make the playoff, Corey, they have to win all the game, and almost Nashville or Dallas have to lose all their game. And they want to be sure Vegas, they don't pass them also. So the chance to do it is almost difficult to do it. It's really hard for them. Now, they have a big game against the Kings at some point. That would be a factor over there. But I just don't see it. Calgary, Colorado, Calgary win a series 7, but it'll be a rough series. Edge, goalie, Canada skill, they also out at the right time. This is the most painful, but yeah. It would be interesting if Calgary, Colorado play each other for sure. Jumbo is the winner for sure. Don't forget to click on the like. Seattle Kraken want to build a Stanley Cup team for years to come. Yeah, they maybe have a bubble team if they pick up the better players, but they're older and won't be in the league as long. I know the king, what you do is like the strategy of what I was talking about. You pick up them and then you trade them like they did at the trade deadline to get draft prospect. They trade some player like Alex Theroux. He never played in NHL this season. They picked Tyler Pitlick. They trade him right away the next day. They pick players they never played for them all year long. So I'd take someone else and imagine they have Tarasenko, right? Imagine Tarasenko score 25 goals with or 20 goals with Seattle. And I'm sure he will did it. Imagine his market value at the trade deadline. He will get a first-round pick, a prospect, and return. Now they took Vince Dunn. I'm okay with the Vince Dunn, but Vince Dunn is only a third or fourth pairing, a second pairing defenseman, one they're really bad on the defensive zone. So that's what I'm talking about. You could the players to carry on over there that. They could get Carey Price. I don't understand he was hurt, right? But Carey Price at $10.5 million, and Philip Grubauer at $6.5 million, it's only $4 million. That's a little bit more money. But you just create an impact marketing and promotion amazing in Seattle Kraken for the year to come. A little bit what Fleury did with Vegas. But it's not the style around Francis, unfortunately. And I respect what he did. But if you think deeper how they managed the game, I think Ron Francis did not a great job over there. Average below in my eyes. I have to go, guys. Have a great day. Hit the like. Thank you so much, Sean. We'll see you a little bit later. What do you think about the job Gerard Gallant is doing here? Exactly what he did with Vegas. Exactly what he did with Florida Panthers. Exactly what he did with the Montreal Canadiens as an assistant GM, assistant coach. Gallant got it. And you know what? People started complaining about Martin Saint-Louis. Right? Oh, now they don't do it well. Look, the honeymoon is over. When the honeymoon stopped with Montreal and Martin Saint-Louis as the players, when they lost Lekanen, Kulak, Chariot to 40, 4 regular players, and you have to pick up some other players in the lineup. That's the helping Martin Saint-Louis. Gerard Gallant, his first thing stand with the Columbus Blue Jacket, it was not successful. He was to learn to become a head coach. What made Gerard Gallant great? First, he's an ex-hockey player playing in NHL. Gerard Gallant, he was a fighter, like not a grinder with skill. Martin Saint-Louis can become the Gerard Gallant in NHL with time. But we have to give him time with patience, and you have to give him some great players. I'm not worried about Martin Saint-Louis, but Gallant he learned in Columbus, and then he report this to Florida, and then he went to Vegas, and then he went to New York Rangers. The Gerard Gallant, it's not like an amazing, great system. It's a mix, a 2-1-2 with a 1-2-2 with a great forecheck and finish your check. And working hard when you battle 50-50. It's not like he reinvent the wheel, Gallant. But the way he motivates the players, he get the best of every player, every ounce of each player he get from them. He suck it up them all together. He make a team together and he go to the war. That's Gerard Gallant is. Yes, French coach does it. The Barry Trotz did it. The John Cooper did it. The Jacques Demers did it. And Pat Burns did it. Those kind of coach are not always about the X and O. It's about a team building with great mindset. Greg Berube and St. Louis Blues guy, he's not a great hockey player in NHL. He was a fighter. Right? But if something happened on the ice, he was the first one jumping on the ice to clean up the house. But that's what reflects him behind the bench. So what he does behind the bench, you better to move your butt on the ice. If not, he's going to put you out. Those kind of motivators are more successful at the guy with more like the scientific behind the bench and everything like that. That's what I believe about Gerard Gallant, Johnny. Well, Nashville or Dallas had to lose back-to-back and regular until Vancouver or Vegas will 1-2 and regular. That will come down to the tiebreaker. And then after that, you have to win all the game after that game. You just mix up 2 games right now. What do you do for the rest of the game? Now you just set up 2 loss and 2 W. But for the next 3 games, for the example, for the Kings, they play Anaheim, Seattle, in Anaheim. During that time, you have to play Colorado and Minnesota and Calgary. That's the reason I'm talking that way with you. The strike 2.4 points easy. But it's hard to win 6 games after you win already 6. That's what, again, I don't say it's not possible. Remember when Washington did 11-1, I believe, when Boudreau was coaching in Washington, I believe he did it. He go the last 12 games, and they are like 7-8 points behind. He finished with 11-1. It's happened. I don't say it will not happen. But the logic of that equation, it's like Vancouver, the probability of Vancouver to make the playoff is 6%. But it's happened. Always be optimistic around the team. You never know what's going on to happen next. Ghana is awesome. Stanley final with Calgary and Yakwanja will be a battle. Great show, Coach. I agree with you about that one over there. And they probably the battle of the Jack Adams. It's funny because when you talk about Jack Adams, it's not many people talk about Gérard Galland, Andy. I'm serious about that. They talk about Ron Brandamo. And now, by the way, the Jennings is now compete with Rangers. The Rangers drop a lot of goal again, and now Carolina is maybe losing also the Jennings. I agree, so a win, Peter. Will the Montreal Canadiens be a better, worse, or same overall team next year, do you think? I have no clue, King, because I don't know the roster next season. And I don't know what direction they're going to take. I don't know who's going to sign up. So I make a video yesterday. I gave 6 different things they need to do. And I don't know which one they're going to do. And at the end, it's, you know what I mean? I can tell you they will be better. But I have no facts to tell you they will be better or not. X-Plus seem to go a great job. The grinder player look at St. Louis Blues coach. Yep. Good point about Berube. I will be top 15 next season. Peter said, everyone in Seattle is in love with Martin Bernier. I'm a bit worried because although he has clearly super 200 player, he's a very good lucky bounce to score a point per game. If you expect 1 point per game, you're going to be disappointed. The Martin Bernier is a guy who's going to score 20 goals, 25 goals, 35 assists, 60 points. That's what you get for Bernier. Bernier is not a top line scorer or a top center NHL at that moment in my eyes. Can he become that kind of player? Possible. But he's not like Jack Eichel. He's not a McDavid. He's not like Bernier. He could become the Suzuki Stratic. That's what he can be. It's not a guy who's going to get 100 points. He have a talent, skill-wise, everything like that. Now, can he change the next 3 years? Possible, and then he become a better. It could happen. But that's my expectation of Bernier right now is this part. 60, 70 points. It could be a season, 1 season, 80, 85, but not constantly. The good news for him and Seattle, they're going to give him a full time to play 20 minutes per game for sure, power play and everything like that. Coach, you view Powen as a bottom 6, but remember, he's born the same year as he has a time to go still. He has a still time, Renault, but he will still stay in the bottom 6. You never see him as like barely a third centers. Obviously, skating is average. He don't have no fast. He's not a fast skater. He's a little bit stronger, but not good enough for me to be a top 6. Can he play in NHL? Yes. But he's not going to become a great hockey player, top 6. What do you think the top 3 teams they will be interesting in Jeff Petrie during the offseason? The Flyers, the Detroit Red Wings. 2 of them right now. Quick in my head. Obviously, anybody for the Canada can get him. Can Chicago get him? That would be my third team over there. Barkov, 34, 75, and 48 assists. Barkov is the top best 3 player in NHL. I think Danick Martel, right, and Louis Bergeron is very well over there because some Russell play and they send one out, but the company want Laval to be in the possession to recoup last coin. Not allowed, Renault. You're not going to build a team with Martel and Day and Pelbedio and Ouellet and the Fisher. That's not the way you build a team. They are they don't need Dauphin, they don't need Perrault, they don't need Pesera. The three players I just mentioned to you, you can change in with Martel, Pelbedio, and Ouellet. But what they're looking for right now is to have a younger team next season. They already know those players right there. You're not going to build those kind of players with what I just mentioned to you. You're going to get Ilonen, right, and Harvey Pinard at some point with Montreal Canadiens, but now they want to build a chance for the Laval to win. But just to mention the veteran player you're talking about, they're never going to play Montreal Canadiens. If they do that, we become an American Hockey League. And you don't do that. Johnny, will Lafreniere live up to his potential with Lafreniere? Do you think he will ever win Montreal Canadiens? No. Now with the Montreal Canadiens, first of all, Johnny, Lafreniere is going to be a great hockey player. Close your eyes and think about Jack Hughes last season and the year before. Now open your eyes, look about Jack Hughes this season. It's not the same Jack Hughes, right? That will happen to Lafreniere in the next 2 years. The strength with Lafreniere, he's been with already a team involved with the possibility playoff. He did not come to the first round pick with a team they cannot no chance to make the playoff, or they are on the rebuilding, on the retools, whatever they get. So he never have a chance to play first line. He never have a chance to play 20 minutes per game because he played with the Rangers. It's his strength, but the guy is skilled. The guy is skilled. Give him a chance. Give him again 3 more years. He'll be fine with Lafreniere. But he's not going to play with Montreal Canadiens. He will stay with the New York Rangers. Would be nice, Johnny. Bruins playoff prediction, Mitchman. Oh, Mitchman, a great question about that. Obviously, I don't see to go no. If they finish 4th and the division, they still have the chance to finish 3rd. The best matchup for them is to play against the Toronto Mitchman. And that would be they have a better chance to win the first round. If not, they'll be done the first round. I understand Bergeron, Marchand, everything like that, the history, the kind of team they are, but I don't see this, honestly, for them. Do you think Poland was giving Gallagher minute, and Petrie is giving Harris time, the same who scored last night? And that's not a matter about this. Renault is a team concept. It's not changed anything. Petrie have a good game. He showed 5 times on the net. Gallagher play on the 3rd line with Poland. I don't see anything about that one over there. I think Rand Poland's ceiling is a second base center, absolute max. Not really. The best you can get is maybe a 3rd center king of gamer. But the next 2 years would tell us. That's it. That's it. I never watched any of the prize game yet. I was looking at the start. Really solid, Andy. It's pretty amazing how he can show his skill, his talent right away. The way the team play around him is great. To see that's around the net, how the puck is better for recovery the puck. It looks so much easier today for him. Better square, better organized around the net. He was more strong for me. You can see how he controlled the game, the way he controlled the rebound. He tracked the puck. He make if he need to stop the puck, a whistle. It's just a super elite players. Yeah, you can see that right away. The trend between him and Jake Allen and Montembeault, the rest of the goaltender. He has 2 point something, 2.09 right now. and already 0.9. But it's not about the stat for me. It's how his composure in front of the net. And right now, he's looking great. I've not watched. Will coach should get Jack Adam because they lost Parise and Sutter, but I still dominant hockey team. I don't see this about Dean Everson. If I have a choice right now, Berube would get him. I would give to Berube in front of Everson and that division over there. Now, I think Colorado Avalanche is really disadvantaged about the trophies. I think Sakic or Betnal should get one of them. Whatever the team is great, they have to keep that team great also. And I think Sakic make a couple of great trades at some point. Before the season start and during the season, I think one of the two should win the manager of the year or the coach of the year. If I have to vote, I would consider it. Do you think Ottawa Senators in the playoff next season? I know it's a long way. I'm just curious. I don't see that, Corey. I think it will be one more year before they reach the playoff. I hope Ovechkin reach 50 goals. It's close, yes. When he reach the 50 goal, he's going to become the third player with Wayne Gretzky to get 9 seasons of 50 goals in Mike Bossy. Bones are the first, at least they play the leave. That's what I was talking. How can Chicago insulate Seth John? Is not minus 40 again next season. He looked like a boss to me and a third prime contract and NHL manager. You're always going to have some mistake with coach about manager to give money at different players. And Zeb John expectation was high. I will not be worried about the minus over there. He have a good season overall. Now he's not an A. With the team he has, I will say to you, he gave a lot of good minutes for the Chicago Blackhawks in my eyes. But that's a lot of money they gave to him for sure. And for what he gave in return, that's no help. Chicago make a couple of mistakes over there for Zell John. But again, he did overall a good year for them. 26 minutes per game, I believe. Coach, you talk, like I said, are not the worst clip in NHL. Is scraping the bottom of the barrel already. Cannot go any lower, so bring out fresh face to help the fans cope. Yeah, but you're not built with a guy with 28 years old, Renault. You're not going to build a team with Smith Pelly or all the players. Like Belbedieu never played for Minnesota Wild in the Buffalo Sabres. Jean-Sébastien Day, he barely made the NHL. Now you want to bring those players and the team for what? What would be the purpose to bring them and the team? To please the fans or to evaluate your players for the upcoming season? If you build your team with a player with 29 years old, 28, 27, you're completely on the wrong business. You don't build with Xavier Ouellet. Xavier Ouellet played for Montreal for the last 3 years. Why he's not in NHL right now today? You have some problem there. Why are you going to bring Xavier Ouellet right there? You take Xavier Ouellet or you take Chris Whiteman? Zev is on a rebuild team. He needs to be on the top 15 team, Peter. It's ironic Eichel goes to Vegas expecting to be a contending team, but is now on the verge to missing the playoff again with his new team. Unfortunately, that's happened. Florida has an amazing regular season with a lot of goals. Do you think this translates well to the playoff hockey? My concern, statistic, is this. 13 W statistic and overtime. That's my problem with them. Now, they have everything to win the Stanley Cup. Where they don't have or could be a problem at long term is the performance of Bobrovsky. That's my concern about that one over there. So, I said they're going to get about 3-4 goals per game, but can Bobrovsky carry on the team? Because remember, most of the time, it's not a forward carry on you, it's the goaltender. I'm going to get fast I can to finish the Frenchy quiz. Do you think the Devils will maybe a bubble team next season? All depends who is the goaltender over there at Devils. The problem is Blackwood and Bernier. That's not good enough to make a playoff with that, with no goaltender. I heard Norlander is playing great hockey recently. Could you play in Laval this season if Ronda finish? No, Johnny. He cannot. Secondly, he played amazing for the last 2 weeks. His time is increasing. He have a couple of points. I follow the website. I'm a member. You're absolutely right, Johnny, about Norlander. He pick it up right there. It's for fresh face. You don't need that, Renault. you don't do that for fresh face. It's not the way you do that. Would be the point to do that? What's the purpose? Do you evaluate your team or you just, it's not a way to do that? Me, personally, it's not a way to play hockey. You build an organization hockey. Kelly, welcome aboard. Thanks to Wayne. To evaluate them, a lot of those guys have less than 10 NHL game experience, so they are no simple size coach. But again, they are 27 years old, Renault. They are 28 years old. They already know who they are. They are American Hockey League players. That's who they are. You're not going to turn Pelbizdio as a scorer 30 goals in NHL. You maybe turn Jesse Alonen as a 20-goal scorer in NHL. He's 22 years old. But you're not going to turn Xavier Ouellet a third-pairing defenseman in NHL full-time in NHL. He's been in the league for over 10 years. Same thing with Jean-Sébastien Tay. It's the same thing with Pelbizdio. It's the same thing with Pelly Smith. With it, because he's French, he get a lot of points. But Renault, why would be the purpose of Xavier? Why he's not with Montreal? Why he's not playing in NHL, Xavier Ouellet? Exactly. If you build a team, for sure, you're looking for the players not older 23, 24. Kelly, welcome aboard. Do you believe Colin White would be traded off-season? I would not be surprised, Corey. He was already talking about a trade deadline. Bring your blood. You see what you can do at best. Bring all up. Friends will be bag over face. Did the sales player adjust their style system to be more defensive mindset, giving Price his back? I think that's the main reason they have. So we'll go with him back. Not at all. Not with Martin Saint-Louis. I did not see any change with Carey Price or with not Carey Price. They cannot score. Yeah, breakaway, they cannot put the puck in the net. Kudas could be a risky player for Florida if they keep playing same open ice like a playoff. Yamo. Yes, but Yamo, Kudas not going to have the same time the TOI as on the playoff. Florida make a big mistake. So many penalties last season playoff. They should focus on play on game. I agree with you. What is your top players from the QM and the upcoming draft? I will have to work on this for sure, King. But quickly on my head is Luno. The Russian kid from the Screaming Eagles. That's number 2. I will have to check a little bit longer. They have no many. Yeah, first of all, they have not many on the first round pick in NHL from QM. QM don't have a great prospect top 40 in NHL draft NHL 2022. I'll give you an answer a bit. Coach Biron and Ren Pitlick was nobody until Serge gave them a shot. He signed for Belvedere. They outstarted. Renault. Pitlick is 24 years old. Pitlick is 24 years old. All right? Luis Pelbizdio, all right? Defenseman, right defenseman. He played 4 games since he got drafted in 2018. He's 26 years old. That's my point here. He's 26 years old. That's the reason they pick him up to give him a chance. If he was so good, he would make the Montreal Canadiens already. I have a feeling that Montreal cannot score because they face Price and Patrick. They save everything. Matt Murray trade in the offseason. Could this happen? Yes, it could happen, Matt Murray. I'll have one coach, Renaud, have a conversation. Oh boy. Here we go. Talking about conversation. It's time to pick it up. Time for what, coach? It's time for...
Oh my God!
Quiz. Welcome back, everybody. This is the time where Andy Coivulo step up. It's time to pick it up. Some great question of the day today. It's funny. There's a great question today. Easy question. I know some of you already knows those questions, those answer. Yamo. I can wait you guys to answer those. They are easy question. Easy. It would say take 5 seconds in your mind. Say, oh, this is A, this is B, or this is C, and under, over, and over, or exact. First question of the day. How many games last night was played under 2 hours and 25 minutes? The number is 4. How many games played under 10 games played under 2 hours and 25 minutes? The question is 4. Here we go. RG over. We have Ron over. Kilo, we said under. Yamo, exact. Andy, exact. Renaud, under. Thank you, Renaud, participate. Corey Hill, over. Peter, exact. Corey Hill, over. Peter, exact. Danny T, exact. A lot of T today. Kelly, under. Yamo was long game shootout, Nashville. Jose Duarte said over. Oh, we have a lot of, we don't have a lot of people in the chat, but we have a lot of people participate. I love it. King of Gamers said under. Pretty even right now, guys. We have a pretty even answer. A lot of people said under, over, and exact. But some of you are the right answer because the answer is under. Only 3 games have honestly play 2 hours. We have a 2 hours 18 minutes, 2 hours 23 minutes, and 2 hours 24 minutes yesterday. Those 10 games. So the answer, it was under with 3. Congratulations to Kilo, Renaud, Kelly, and King of Gamer. So if your name start with a K, you have a chance to have a good answer today.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Question number 2.
Oh my God!
It will take you 5 minutes if you go on Google to find this answer. We'll see if you can get it. What is the total attendance for all the 10 games in the NHL yesterday? 176,119 people went to the game. One of them, it was Sean B. in the Hockey Nation live show. Under, over, or exact. RG said exact. Andy said over. Kilo said over. Danny said over. Welcome back, Danny. Peter said over. Ron King said over. Kelly said over. Renaud said exact. Jose Duarte said over. Joseph LANHAM said under. King of Gamers said over. We have 1 exact, 1 under, and 9 over. The answer of this question is...
Oh my God!
Under 176,115. Joseph is count every one of them. He gave us the right answer. Joseph. And we have 5 people for the final question of the day. Here we go. I love my question.
Oh my God!
They are easy question today. Question number 3. Yamo, are you ready? Question number 3. If you add all the 10 games last night, all together, how many minutes they play hockey? All 10 games. They play 23 hours and 19 minutes. Under, over, or exact? 23 hours and 19 minutes. Danny said exact. Ron said under. Ron go for maybe. Jose said under. RG said exact. Peter said exact. Corey Hill said under. Andy said exact. Kilo said under. Andy said over. Joseph Lamb said under. Over. Kelly, what is your answer? Renault said over. I need answer from Kelly. And nobody said the answer from Kelly. Do I miss Kelly? King said over. Kelly said exact. Here we go. Who's win today? The answer of this today, Jose said, going to be 23 hours, 18 minutes.
Oh my God!
No, because it's exact and we have only one winner today. Kelly with 2 good answers today. Kelly, she's the only one. She did it and she won today with 2 good answers. We have Kilo, Renault, King of Gamers, Joseph, Danny, RJ, and Peter with 1 good answer. But Kelly, she's the winner of the day. Congratulations, Kelly, with 2 good answers today. And Andy, stop is straight today. A snap is straight at 2. And then Yamo start a new straight of 03 today. Congratulations, Kelly. You're going to be part of the tomorrow. And we thank you so much, everybody, for your participation today at the Hockey Nation live show. It was great to see each one of you. Don't forget, we are back at 6 o'clock tonight with Mr. ENORTAP. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe. But before we leave, we want to remind you, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation today. We appreciate your help. And Mr. Danny and Adam from Mother Radar, we wish you a great show. And we'll be back at 6 o'clock p.m. Have an amazing, great afternoon. Until then, we want to remind everybody, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day. Find a way to dominate what, RJ? He will say to you 2022. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. 6 o'clock p.m. We are back today for another warm-up show with the insider, Mr. ENORTAP. Thank you so much, Peter, Yamo, Kelly, RJ, Andy, Renault, Kilo, King of Gamers, Joseph, Danny, Peter again, Johnny Golden, we love you. Jose Duarte, thank you so much. It will be better today.
I'd rather want you to just
Thank you, RJ, for the under, over, and exact. Thank you, King.